I'm very nervous. I'm nervous Nelly right now.
At 8:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Thursday night, it wasn't an ungodly hour for Halle Bailey because of the time,
I have about 11 minutes to kill.
but because of what was dropping at the strike at 9 p.m.
I have my little bit of wine here.
Not to get tipsy, but for some, I don't know, liquid courage, but just like to calm her nerves, I guess, as she premiered a new song, In Your Hands.
Love is like the moonlight in the dark.
What's crazy about the song is that I teased this song on TikTok literally a whole year ago.
So yeah, it was actually going to be a year tomorrow. I know today is now the 16th. It was March 16th last year that Halle TikToked her in-studio session. It's racked up nearly 4 million views on TikTok.
This song honestly surprised me when I saw y'all's reaction to it.
In reality, is In Your Hands was originally not much longer than a 15-second TikTok. Yeah, Halle was originally just planning on having it as an interlude on her album.
Everybody was telling me, like, you can't do that to this song because the hook is so good. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go back in, rewrite the song, and start over and believe in myself.
And stand up for herself. Yeah, well, Halle says the chorus is about, being in love in a relationship. It clearly has another message too.
Also knowing your worth and telling whoever your significant other is your worth.
I would say that's not something you usually have to, assert in a healthy, balanced relationship. And I mean, the timing doesn't work out directly, but her boyfriend DDG did release that song Famous last July, where he expressed his insecurities about dating or falling in love with the famous bitch.
All these industry is lame. They just want you cause you got a name. And because you the girl that I claim.
See, I can see where Halle got some inspiration to put that message into the chorus.
In your hands, in your hands. 'Cause after me, you never fall in love again. La, la, la.
But when Halle went back into the studio to expand on the song, she was pregnant with her and DDG's first child, Halo, who she gave birth to at some point in November, December range last year.
I felt like I was singing to him just about, how I'm always going to be here for him and my journey as his mother and all these things. And it made me really, really happy.
Yeah, now knowing that split in inspiration between the chorus and the verses, this makes it a fascinating listen. Because, the verses are more of that unconditional love. Like the lyrics are like, I'm the bandage for you when you're bleeding out. Whenever you're down suffering, I promise that I'll be your only friend. But then lyrically, the chorus has a real edge and attitude. Almost like you won't know what you got till it's gone kind of thing. It's really an interesting dichotomy going on. Halle loved the expansion that she wrote so much that she went to Columbia Records and said, I want this to be single number 2.
I have convinced everyone in my label to let me release it.
If they needed to be convinced, that means that there was some hesitation on the part of Columbia Records. Like they heard the song and thought, I'm not sure, Halle. And I don't think it's because of the quality of the song. If they thought the song was crap, they never released it as a single. There obviously was something else that was making them hesitant. I can see why. And this is the follow-up single to Angel, which came out in August. Angel got critical acclaim and it ended up being nominated for a Grammy for Best R&B Song, but critical acclaim and Grammy noms don't pay the bills. Angel peaked at number 23 on the US Digital Song Sales chart and peaked at number 21 on the bubbling under Hot 100 singles chart. So there's the Hot 100, then there's like 100 songs below that. It was number 21 in that second list. So not exactly a formula for success that Columbia Records wants to replicate. They want to do better than that. Since In Your Hands is in a similar musical range of Angel, a slow tempo, almost hymn-like ballad, that probably caused some hesitation. I'm not saying that description is a bad thing, slow tempo, hymn-like ballad, but I mean, it is similar to Angel, and I'm not sure they want to follow that with the same kind of thing. I'm sure the success of the song on TikTok last year did some convincing, because that could be an indicator that the song could cross over into commercial success on Spotify and Apple Music. On Saturday afternoon, Halle Instagrammed some of her fave fan TikToks that have been posted since the song's official release on Friday.
So what would it sound like if a sea siren decided to make pop music? What would we call that? Would that be like ethereal pop? Let's go with ethereal pop.
But unfortunately, that didn't translate into great numbers on Spotify. The song failed to debut in the top 200 on the global chart or the US chart. But not only did Halle convince the label to release this as a single, she got them to spend money on a music video. Major artists like Kelly Clarkson and Nicki Minaj each did an album this year and did not release a single music video. And Taylor Swift is proving you don't need a music video to have chart success. And Halle's signed to the very label that had a very successful album that we were the visuals, baby.
It should cost $1 billion to look this good.
Yeah, Halle got Columbia to spend the money on In Your Hands video. Granted, it's a simple music video. It's just Halle, outdoor location, probably one camera, but still, that's a day shoot and probably would cost them $100 grand. And what convinced them? I can't help but think it's that 4.2 second cameo at the very end. After announcing Halo's birth on Instagram on January 6th with just a pic of his hand, In Your Hands serves as Halo's official debut to the world.
All right. So, my baby's crying.
It sounded like Halo was getting anxious for his big screen debut last night too. His appearance will certainly increase eyeballs in the music video. Friday afternoon, Halle Instagram just photos of her from the music video shoot and wrote, "Thank you so much for all the love on In Your Hands. I woke up crying tears of joy this morning. What's your favorite scene from the video?" It cracked 1 million views on YouTube right around the 24-hour mark, which was a slightly slower pace than Angel. It started at number 27 trending in music and has since moved up to number 22 as of Saturday afternoon and sits at about 1.3 million views. In its first few hours of release, some celebs were loving it. Kalani had 3 hearts of flame for it. Tan France thought it was incredible. And it's one thing for h.e.r. to call you a rock star, but for her, to use that same phrase, the her who was a total rock star on the Super Bowl halftime show stage last month, that's a compliment to remember. Halle's sister Chloe said she was beaming from ear to ear with the song's release and retweeted the moment of her sister and her nephew in the frame together and wrote, "My babies." But what are your thoughts on In Your Hands? Do you think it'll outperform Angel commercially? And what do you think of Halle using the visual to debut Halo?
I'm really